Good afternoon. Hello, hello. Welcome and welcome back to TisforTemidayo. It is 12:36 p.m. Today is Thursday, January 8th, 2026. It is day 39 of 365 days of tea for me. Yeah. Let's get started. So today we are going to do our quads. I just took a shower. I accidentally did put lotion on one of my quads, but then I wiped it off. And so now we're going to do our usual two pumps. There we go. That second pump has been feeling a little shy lately. I think it's because it's just reaching the end of its road. And we're going to start with the thigh that did not have any kind of moisturizer on it, just so that we can utilize more of that dry space, that clean, dry space. But it looks like it's absorbing really well. It's not pilling or anything with too much moisture, which is amazing. We're done. And while that dries, we will check in. Now, it's been a bit of a minute since I did a long form check in conversation. I know the other day, like 2 days ago, I was talking about mental health and and then I think yesterday I was talking about self advocacy at the pharmacy, both of which were very relevant, hyper relevant because of I went to take these twists out, hyper relevant because of what I've been currently experiencing, but I kind of want to take a step out and just like check in on other parts of my life. Today, I have a meeting with the director of my one person show workshop that's happening in the spring, all things being good and willing and wonderful. And so I'm excited for that. That's going to be later around 5. And then after that, I have technically it's opening night for the listening play that I was doing in December. They have since, you know, edited the take, so it's one continuous take. They have put lights to it, they have put other sound effects to it. There's probably some music that's going along to it. The set has been made. We did take photos in sort of like costumes that we would be wearing at that time. It's in like 1950s, 1940s Nova Scotia. So it's a little, it's a little suspenders and corduroy pants and button-down shirts-esque, which is kind of cute. I liked it. I actually have a picture of it, and I'll see if I can like find it and share it with you all in the next couple of days. But yeah, so that's happening tonight. So I'll be getting ready for that later this afternoon after my meeting. Um, and I'm feeling like excited because it feels like a filmic kind of premiere where like my work is already done. All I like do now is just like go and enjoy what it is that we created in the context of like the greater production. And then, a little photo, a little congratulations, etc., which is really, really nice. So I don't feel like nervous about anything. If anything, I feel nervous about like just hearing my voice in all of those, what's it called? In all of those speakers. I think there's like 22 speakers in the space because they're really making it feel like locationally sound based. So some scenes happen here, and then the idea that because this main character is moving along this road, like the sound will also travel along in the space. It's gonna be sick. But yeah, I'm excited for that, and I'm also kind of nervous for hearing my voice. I haven't seen these folks in like 3 weeks now. Our last day of rehearsal was the 18th, which was wonderful to get a break from that space because I felt like I was dealing with a lot of energy that I was unfamiliar with. I think I'm so used to being in these very like queer trans forward hyper care based spaces that when I'm like not in those spaces, it becomes so clear to my nervous system like, ooh, friend, you not in danger, but you in danger. And so I'm like, okay, cool. How do I prepare myself for that? It's probably gonna be like stepping into a little bit of guiche as well. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because a boy, I'm playing a young boy named Tommy in this play. And that feels really relevant. And also I'm like, I do want to get into a little bit of guiche. Because it is opening night for me too, so that feels relevant. And I'm like, how do I get into geisha and not get misgendered in this space? Tale as old as time at this point. So we're gonna see. I'm a little bit sleepy because I did get home yesterday about 3 o'clock, and I was nodding off at around 4 a.m. Again, it is 12. It's like 12:45 right now. And I woke up at around 11:30, and just decided to immediately get in the shower so I can record this earlier in the day and then probably head out because the sun is shining and I want to be able to enjoy that too. So I'm like feeling a little tired, but I'm gonna try to like still go outside, experience some of the sun, even if it's just like a quick walk somewhere. I'm like, I don't even really know where I could walk to. The closest park is about 25-30 minutes of a walk away, which is chill. But it does mean like walking there and back feels a little difficult on the system, and it would require like a lot of time in between walking there and resting and then walking back, which takes this like quick desire for like a moment with grass to like a 2.5 hour endeavor, which is different. It's not a bad thing. It's not really like a great thing. It's just different. So I'm contemplating how best to embrace my desire for touching grass with recognizing like I really don't want to be out in the cold for that long. Um, just full stop. Nor do I really want to take the bus because I'm trying to avoid like having to deal with excessive amounts of strangers if I can. Speaking of, yesterday I hung out with some of the folks from BZLK and we went roller skating. I always want to say rollerblading because that's what I grew up doing. But we went roller skating out and it was cute. There were a lot of people on the dance floor, skate floor, roller rink floor. So it made it a bit crowded for those of us who are still, like kind of more casual skaters. There were like some really, really kind of like professional slash like very strongly, hobby based skaters. And it was just like cool. I feel like I'm in your way. I also feel like the people that I'm trying to help learn how to skate are in your way, and we are getting like hyper policed on in the skating rink, which is very annoying. Because I'm like, instead of being like, hey, can we just like make sure that there's room for everybody? This is community night. They decided to be like, listen, either you can keep up with the flow of the rink or you can get off the rink, get out of the rink. And I'm like, I don't know that that necessarily breeds community, but okay. So that was a bit annoying, but after a while, I was like, I'm just here to kind of be out of the house anyway, given how much isolation I've been under. So, spoke with a lot of people, and I just recognized too, like, we're often unequipped to handle information like someone I know, someone I work with, someone I might love is like dealing with a mental health crisis. And it's easy to be like, check on your strong friends, make sure that they're drinking water and going outside and eating fruits and vegetables and exercising and talking to people. as someone who does all of those things and is still experiencing what I'm experiencing, I'm like, there's got to be more that we equip ourselves and our loved ones with. Because, especially given these signs of the times, these signs of the times, I mean, if it's not the state just like coming for people in the middle of the night, it's them coming for people in the middle of the day, it's them coming for people in legislation, it's them coming for people in video, in audio. It's just like it feels incredibly overwhelming. And so I recognize too, like some of how I'm feeling is also conditional to my environment and to what it is that I'm seeing. But I want us to be able to have more real conversations and like not always leaning into escapism in our conversations and numbness in our conversations. I'm like, are we really checking in? And if I ask you how you are, how long will it take for you to remember that you can ask me the same question? Because ultimately, I want to be able to talk about how I am as well, not just when I'm feeling great and everything's fantastic and I have all these jobs and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like in a sort of limelight. But when I'm just a regular person doing regular life things, experiencing life regularly, I want to be able to talk about that too. And I feel like there are times when I'm so aware that a lot of the community that I'm in is either like burnt out, focused on survival, focused on escaping or numbing, and really don't have like space, capacity, awareness, ability, um, equipment to be able to handle like a real conversation. And that makes me sad. For me, that makes me sad for my community. Because I want to be able to talk about it. And I hope that being as honest as I am being here, as transparent as I am being here about it, like I can allow that to cultivate its way into my life and to kind of draw its way back into my life. It's like community in person that are willing to have more difficult conversations, even when we're in the midst of enjoying ourselves and celebrating and like getting out of the house, because I could tell from a lot of people like they're going through something. And is there a world in which we can dance the night away and talk about what it is that we need to talk about in the same night? Because that's when we see each other. So we might as well enjoy the night for all that it can bring. And on that note, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow for another T is for Temidayo. We'll be at day 40. And we'll probably do a check-in too on like traveling because that is quickly approaching. Anyway, I love you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.